So I'm Diana Henkel. I am really super excited to be here with you today. And I got a phone call from Sharon this morning that she's getting on a plane that was late this morning, so she could not do the spotlight for Helichrysum today, which is totally up her alley because this has been since day one that Helichrysum was available. This was her oil for a lot of different reasons. If you know some of her stories, it's even better. So today's spotlight is Helichrysum. And I love this particular product as well, or this essential oil. It's wonderful. And Helichrysum happens to be, I call it the bone knitter. And so thanks for joining. The bone knitter, why do I call it that? Because it actually helps the bone, the healing process of the bone, a lot faster. And of course, I didn't pick up my emotions book, or I tell you about emotions. We have a lot of different blends that have Helichrysum in there. And we have a product one that's called Immortelle that has Helichrysum in there. Immortelle has all of the big boys, as I call them. Great for everything. It's more than just for your skin. It's good for everything. Wound care, everything. But that's what Helichrysum is all about. Helichrysum in itself, it helps in the muscles and regeneration of the muscles. The bone, it's just all around good. So where does it come from? It's a flower, and it's actually it has to be cultivated in the wild. It has never been successful cultivated like a normal plant, which is very interesting to me, that it has all these components that make up so much good, but it cannot be something that we can just put out in our garden, expect it to do good, or plant it somewhere and expect it to do good. Another product that has the Helichrysum in there is your hydrating cream. Anybody ever use the hydrating cream? It's great. I don't have it currently, but it is a good option for your face and the skin and helping hydrate the skin. And Helichrysum is really good and helpful for the skin, along with other ingredients that are in there. But another one that I really like that has Helichrysum in there is Correct X. That's this little booger. I love this. This is probably, out of all the products out there, this is my go-to used essential oil product that I use on everything. So if you know me, I have animals. I have horses, I have dogs, cats, chickens. I use this on everybody, including my chickens. It's helpful for, I just, like a chicken, I just put it on the bottom of their feet. So it's super easy that way. By putting it on their feet, it only takes a really minute little part, because Correct X goes a very long way, and it only takes a little bit. I've used this on my horses. I've actually, horses that had really bad abscesses, this is really good for it too. So what Helichrysum is doing, along with all the other really great essential oils that are in there, is they're actually helping that healing process speed up. I love these products, and I love the Helichrysum. Now, Helichrysum only comes in a 5 ml bottle. I kind of wish it came in a bigger bottle. Like if it came in a 10 ml roller bottle, that would be great, but you have to put it in your own roller bottle. And it is something that if you're going to have any place of your body that really needs some acceleration of healing, Helichrysum is a really good one to add in there. When you add in like your Helichrysum or even Aroma Touch together, those two together are really good. Lemongrass is another one that you can add with your Helichrysum for those muscles. even if you have just sore muscles, Helichrysum is one that you could reach out for. And another one that you can work with is the Helichrysum. I mean, literally speaking, you can put this with any essential oil that you want, layered. Don't just put it in a roller bottle and hope that it does the same, because when we layer essential oils, we get a whole lot more out of our essential oil. And I do not have a book close to me. I should have a book close to me. You know, I shouldn't do that. I should have been more prepared, but I'm not. And so Helichrysum is going to be your, I think, a catch-all. It is the go-to oil, kind of like frankincense is the go-to oil for all anti-inflammatory, which Helichrysum is also that. And you can put it with so many different things when it comes to your bone or when it comes to the muscles themselves. So what's your story with Helichrysum? You got one?
Oh, I do. I have my son, who's now 8 years old. When he was younger, like 3 and 4 and 5, used to get nosebleeds all the time. And so we would put Helichrysum like right on the bridge of his nose. And I mean, it would stop within minutes. And before Helichrysum, it would bleed on and on and on, you know, just as they're growing and stuff, their little vessels are moving and shifting and whatever. So that's my main thing. And as the mother of 4 boys, you can imagine how many head wounds and cuts and scrapes and we've been through, sometimes seemingly on a daily basis. But the Helichrysum is like a Band-Aid, you know, it just, you put it right on there and it seems to just stop the bleeding. It coagulates super fast. Mm-hmm. I did have a nosebleed situation with my husband's 90-year-old grandmother. When she was visiting our house one time, we had the fireplace going and it was like really drying out the air. And we were all in the other room watching a movie and she was trying to go to sleep, of course, because it was late. And she came in with tissue like wadded up on her nose. And of course we all jumped up. We were like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? She's like, well, my doctors told me that, because she's on Coumadin or blood thinners or whatever, that if it bled for more than 15 minutes, then she needed to go to the emergency room. And she was like approaching that marker. It was like at 10 minutes or something, and she was freaking out. So we did the Helichrysum on the bridge of her nose, and she would notice it clotting up, and she would take a napkin, like a stiff paper towel napkin, and like wipe the inside of her nose, which would just make it bleed again. And she kept doing this over and over again. So finally I took a Q-tip and I put it into the orifice reducer, tipped the bottle up, and had her put the Q-tip on the inside of her nose and hold it there, and that stopped it. And she was fine for the night, no emergency room trip. So that saved us.
I saved a ton of time and a ton of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it was like 10 o'clock at night. I mean, nobody wants to go to the emergency room at 10 o'clock at night, you know?
By the time you get home, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, and we had little kids and everybody was tired, and it's like, oh my gosh, no, please, 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 please just make this work. And so, and it did. It worked really well. I've been with Kiera for 7.5 years, and I think I have had Helichrysum consistently in my stash, like never run out for a good 7 of them.
Yes.
It's just
I'm the same. Right. It is a must-have essential oil because it does so many things. And thank you for the reminder that yes, it's a coagulant and it's great for anything bleeding. But it's also good for your equilibrium. So those people that get have that issue,
vertigo, tinnitus,
and all that, you can just put it behind their ear and just wait for a couple minutes and things get so much better. I actually had that happen one time with an aroma touch training, technique training, and someone got up and was very dizzy, and so we just put Helichrysum behind their ear. Much better. She was fine. But it is a go-to for those kinds of issues as well. So it's amazing that, you know, we have one oil that can do so many things, and that's why I really love all the different products that we have that has Helichrysum in it, respectively. There's a reason why. That's why even the Correct X, as I was saying, that this is my go-to, and it's inexpensive. I can use it on everybody, and it has the bad boys, I should say. And the Immortelle also has all of the good big bad boys, as I call them, the heavy hitters. And, you know, wound care, perfect for that. So sometimes if we feel like just the oil itself is a little bit more over our budget, then think about the things that we have that have this in it, that is in our budget, right? But we still get the benefits of that essential oil. So if you guys really want to know about the emotional side of Helichrysum, if anybody's got the book near them, we can let them know real quick if anybody wants to. And it's a recipe, make over your laundry bag, yes, for Helichrysum. Thanks for chiming in, everyone.
I have the Helichrysum emotions book here.
Oh,
well,
cool.
You know what I mean. My brain's a little scattered. But the Helichrysum says the oil for pain. It is an amazing healer of pain. It aids the walking wounded, those with a history of difficult life circumstances, trauma, self-destruction, loss, or abuse. These individuals need the powerful spiritual support that Helichrysum offers. It gives strength and endurance to the wounded soul who must keep on living despite past difficulties. This oil restores confidence in life and in the self, giving the individual strength to carry on. Helichrysum has a powerful relationship with the light of the sun. It imbues joy, fervor, and hope for living. Helichrysum takes hurt souls by the hand, guiding them through life's difficulties. If individuals can persevere, this oil can take them into new heights of spiritual consciousness. Helichrysum offers hope that wounds can be healed. Following this spiritual healing and transformation, Helichrysum can teach individuals to have a gratitude for their trials. It helps them to see that if they had not been wounded, they would not have sought healing that resulted in spiritual rebirth. Just as the phoenix dies and rises from its ashes, so might an individual be raised from the turmoil. Helichrysum lends its warrior spirit so that one may face adversities with courage and determination. It brings hope to the most discouraged of souls and life to those in need of rebirth. Wow.
That's pretty powerful, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't know that I ever read that one. I never thought of Helichrysum as, I read a lot of them, but for some reason, I don't know that I ever read that. I focus on On Guard. I love that On Guard is protective and it keeps you in a protective bubble away from negative energies and so on and so forth. I use that one a lot, and frankincense and myrrh and a lot of other ones. But the Helichrysum, that was pretty cool.
It's just a powerhouse. You know, there's every essential oil we have, I feel, you know, they all have their great benefits, you know, but there's those select few that are like the powerhouse oils, and I think Helichrysum is in that group.